Hello and welcome to the mini read. My name is Viviana and welcome to my channel. So today's mini read is going to be, what do they want to say to you for no contact, low contact energy here. So if you enjoyed the read, make sure that you subscribe, give thumbs up. And if you want to read, check out all the information down below in my description box. And check out my live if you like giveaways. And I do reads on there as well at different prices. And collectives as well by zodiac and elements. So let's get into it here. Pile number 1. Pile number 2, pile number 3. I'm going to start with pile number 1. So underneath this card that was chosen is freedom. If you'd like to pause that to read. Let's get more energy. Thank you, Spirit Guide, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, for bringing us this message and protecting the space. This looks like it was a relationship where it ended. There was a breakup here. I'm seeing a Virgo, Sagittarius energy. Doesn't have to be. There was a lot of fire. There was a lot of passion. There was a lot of romance. There was a lot of what could have been wishful thinking or feeling like it was wishful thinking. Illusions, delusions. So a bit of both, you know, very magical, but also very... lots of misunderstandings. All right, so what I see is in the past with this person, both of you might have had varying baggage from your last partner, as well as some traumatic incidents that might have happened recently that maybe precipitated this breakup or was happening alongside it. Some stress with financial maybe as well. I'm seeing in the present when, you know, you did first meet, it did feel like there was a strong connection physically and mentally, you know, emotionally as well as spiritually here. But there was a lot of healing as well that needed to do by both of you. And I think both of you deep down knew that. Both of you had a lot of red flags still. You wanted to be safe for each other. You want to, it seems like both of you want to rekindle this situation and make both of you want to make each other feel safe here and talk about what's going on. Let's get some energy of what's happening now. Someone could have left for someone else here. I do see bad influences on people that were in their life. We have yes. It looks like there's, if you're asking the question of are they going to contact you, it looks like yes with the ladybug here symbolizing good luck. They are definitely watching you, checking things out, as I feel like you've done. They were with people that they felt were using them for their money, but they're very hard worker. It didn't come easy for them. So there's a lot of resentment for these people that they really took advantage of them, maybe lying. But it also feels like there was this energy that they started leading with their money because they had gotten their heart broken and they felt like transactional relationships were less heartbreaking until they met you here. They had a lot of bad habits still that they weren't necessarily sure if they wanted to let go of. They saw the consequences of it. There was a desire, but the desire wasn't strong enough. There was a lot of barriers, but also a lot of excuses on their side to really make the sacrifices that they needed to. They might have been having a lot of good luck too, thinking, well, it can't be that bad. They're looking to try to, they feel you in spiritually. Intuitively, they really do see you. There might have been distance within this situation, but I see someone moving to be closer or moving in with someone here. I see you really, both of you taking this relationship seriously and going on a date. I feel like you guys were friends beforehand, but it never really popped off because of other people, because of timing. Never got real alone time with each other than maybe talking online, phone conversations. There seems to be a big emphasis on friends, reputation, and status quo here, and past trauma on both sides. They were very influenced by their friends, though. This person is very talented, but their friends really, and maybe family here, really down them and try to make them feel not special because of their jealousy. They're someone who is very committed, dedicated, hardworking here. So they value the hard work that you put into your life and the self-care that you bring to yourself. They know that they provoke. They feel like when they get too close to you, especially within the spiritual aspect, I guess here, it feels like they see a future with you, whereas they never thought they wanted a long-term relationship with anyone anymore because of a heartbreak or because of not really understanding, having some issues with commitment, past hurts. But with the South Node energy I'm seeing, maybe there was also, they were really purging these relationships. They kind of, I don't feel like you got together or things really started getting more clear until later on. So they were really trying to force the connection, even though it was already there, and try to almost get over you or try to not take it seriously because of this intense attraction they felt to you and this fear of rejection or heartbreak here. But I'm starting to see that they realize with this time apart that they want to communicate. Could be an earth sign here. I feel like this represents you either way, that you're stable. It's kind of innate in you to have this stability as an earth sign or as someone that you just value that. You have those traits here. So this person wants to communicate with you here. Yeah, South Node energy, they have a lot of life deaths, maybe even within this lifetime. With their family, it feels like very strongly here. Maybe the ways they went about getting abundance in their life. So they're kind of purging that to become someone better for you, someone different, as well as for themselves. Boundaries are important, and I feel like the biggest lesson of this connection for you was boundaries, as well as integrity, to kind of stand up for what you want and not take anything less, where maybe in other relationships you felt run over by people and kind of took what happened or compromised a little bit too much. But it's not something that was a drastic change. I feel like it was something you're always working on. Anyways, I do see this person feels they need to apologize for being unavailable to you, letting their addiction kind of get in the way. Forgiveness could be important for yourself. There was a lot of denial with this situation. I do see a second chance. It deserves a second chance. They want a second chance here. I'm seeing the way they're going to communicate is through message here. Text message here. Could be, yeah. So they want to say like, why can't I move on with you? Usually it's very easy for them to kind of move on. It takes them like 2 weeks max. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that's what I'm hearing them communicate. They're really in touch with their romantic side. You really brought that out in them. They want to come towards you and kind of honor the situation, apologize. They realize they disrespected you in a way you didn't deserve here. They realize, yeah, they're saying like, I can't live with myself the way I treated you and things are coming to a head. I didn't think anyone cared about how I acted or how I treated them. Not that it excuses it, but they have a lot of anxious about this and they numb themselves with addictions here. They're wondering, like, they feel like their throat chakra is kind of closed, but they are ascending spiritually. So because they're thinking of this, they're wanting to right their wrongs here. They're wanting to have the courage to come towards you and apologize either way, I'm hearing, because they know that's the right thing to do. The twin flame energy is a lot about seeing yourself in the other person, and it gets triggered, and there is a lot of arguments when you meet this person because they're very similar, or they were what maybe you were before, and it's like this frustration here, and it's this denial of seeing your flaws within that person, in yourself, as well as maybe frustration about the way you overcame something and how it hurt you. So you maybe pushed someone in a way, or they forced you in some ways here to quit something or do something before the person was ready, and kind of judge them here. And both of you are seeing that communication wasn't tactful at all. Their feelings are eating them alive here. They're feeling very sick. They also want you to get the best, and they're not sure if they can give it to you right now. The timing's really horrible, and there's a lot of regret, but they do see you as very attractive here. So when are they planning to get in touch? Because I definitely feel like it's going to be very soon. Some of you could be the 7th month, but I'm going to choose a few months here. We have March as well. We have April. And we have October. Could be the 7th of the month. 7th of the day. We got 7 again. I'm seeing things really come together though this time. Lots of romance, a lot of fun, a lot of, sentimentality as well. And less focus on other people and what they think, as both of you have matured, and that's going to be part of the community, the connection here and the communication you're going to have with this person, that other people don't matter when it comes to this love, because of the support and the hardships that both of you went through together. You both appreciate each other's genuine identity as well. You felt very safe being yourself, even when it was uncomfortable, with each other. And that is definitely something to come back to. They say this is something that is meaningful, and they're not ashamed of you. That was never something they were. If that's something you asked, I'm also hearing they just wanted to hide you from the world. Maybe some things happened to you, or there was some jealousy issues there at first, or they weren't sure about you, so they didn't want to bring you in the mix of their life, but they realized they didn't deal with it in the proper way. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. So I hope this resonated for you, or gave you some validation in the situation. And if you enjoyed, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos. And I have readings available, private reads, if you are interested in that. All that's down below in the description. If you're able to donate, always appreciate if you feel called to. Check out my TikTok as well for lives that I do, other videos there. And I do free giveaways for reads and collectives, as well as paid reads are a little bit different rates. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Thanks so much for watching. Ciao. All right, let's see what's going on here. So it says Manifesta. This connection is very destined. There's been a lot of manifestation within the situation. You can pause this if you'd like to read. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels. Can you bring us this message and protect the space? Thank you. Okay, we have first house here. A lot of fire, a lot of passion here, but also a lot of secrets, or like a strong spiritual connection, but feeling like a lot of things are hidden or forbidden. So let's get into it. Maybe there was starts and stops here. There was an ending, but it didn't really feel like an ending here. There's a lot of overwhelm on their side. I'm also seeing a deer spirit. That might mean something to you here. This person's really hurt about this situation. They want to make a home with you. They may even want a child with you here. They feel their words have really screwed them over. They put nails in their coffin here. They feel like there's little time left and they need to make the most of it with this situation and see if they can salvage things. They want to be generous with you here because, yeah, you definitely feel like home with the Empress here. And then this card of childhood here. They see you're doing really well with work. It's making them more obsessed with you here. There's a lot of love here. But they have kept things to themselves out of fear of rejection here. But now they're seeing things like the time is coming, the tide is coming in. This card represents making decisions, having to make decisions pretty quick before the tide comes in. This isn't something they can delay any longer here. They've always kind of been against commitment, but with you, if that's what they need to keep you, then they will do that. Because they definitely didn't want to walk away from this situation. They chose a situation in their life, whether it's work or another person, because it demanded less of them or something. It demanded something that they were familiar with and they knew that they were comfortable with. So it's like their comfort zone, even though it wasn't necessarily something that they were always enjoying and feeling like they were growing from it. So they kind of just went back to that to busy themselves, but I'm seeing that they've really been thinking of you. They've really been longing here. They want to be vulnerable with you. They're not sure why they can't be vulnerable with you because they feel like, you know, you check all the boxes in their list and they do have that feeling for you. It's not just on paper here. They feel like maybe you freed yourself from the situation because they know that they didn't give you the best impression, especially towards the end here. Lots of feeling like they showed you a lot of frustration, impatience, and arrogance here. They don't know if you'll forgive them. There could be children involved or wanting children with you here. There might have been factors of religion and what's expected of them in terms of their family and their community here, but there's a lot of passion and they do feel like this can, you know, go the distance here. They want to go away with you and get to know you better in less stressed out situation. A lot of people around them took advantage of them though, but you don't ask for anything. That's why they want to give to you. Because they know you'll appreciate it, but it's not something that you need or you're looking for from them. And they've been pretty good at deciphering who is taking advantage of them, who's not at this point. Because you've been very intimate with them and emotionally here. And they do believe that they have manifested you because there's way too many things that are very similar to what they wanted. It took them a while to put it all together though. They know that you've been impatient here. I'm seeing that they have kind of an attachment to a pet and another relationship here. It's almost one of the last things that's keeping them together with someone that maybe they lived with or were talking with. They maybe shared a pet here. But the distance between you physically is getting closer. And guardian angels are definitely watching over this connection and protecting you if needed be. Go to them for advice here. They want you to make your own decision. They feel like you know enough about this person and connection within your gut, and your intuition is just so on point and powerful that there's just, you know, you think outside the box. It's not hard. It's not hard for people to get along with you because you're very flexible, you're understanding. You think outside the box. You're not a dogmatic person. The 9th house is all about exploration and accepting of different faiths, religion. Maybe they weren't as accepting of your spirituality or your religion or your beliefs here, but I'm seeing they're actually more connected to it than they were and want to understand it more. They want to escape the situation they're in because they feel like it's very soulless, and they're getting a lot of messages and downloads from spirit. So they're believing this connection a lot more than they have, but they're going through a lot of envy, people projecting envy on them, and overwhelm right now. They don't feel like they're the main character in their life, and it bothers them, but they feel trapped. They're working on their confidence here, though, and taking control of their life, because they are a quite confident person. They just feel like they have gone through vulnerable things. They could have, they were hurt by you. They maybe not knowing how to express that. I also feel like they might have went through a death here, or some type of major upheaval in their life. They may feel like they're going through karma here, but they're still not sure if they should come back. They definitely know this is a spiritual connection, and they know that people are putting an evil eye on you, and they know that's very unfair, and they're trying their best to get that. They're trying their best to counteract that, because they know that you're in a place of vulnerability yourself, and that you don't deserve people projecting on you. You're very different from the people around them in a good way, and they want to protect that, but at the same time, they are not sure if they can. They're not sure, but they are working hard on themselves, so they're kind of like, whatever will be, will be. Not necessarily in a way that they don't care, but in a way where they're very unsure whether they can give you what you want, especially when they've disappointed you very much already, considering it all. So I feel like they need more time here to come towards you, but they may start communication with you in November, October. I feel like they'll be in a better social mood and kind of at their best here within the autumn time. Anything else, Spirit, you want to say? This connection is in flux. Yeah, it definitely is. Ooh. Right now, but it will change. Give it some time. Embrace your life. Stay grounded in what you're doing. Allow yourself to feel the pain, though, of the separation, because I feel like it's very much this situation where things are very complicated. Let's put it that way. Things are very complicated. They're taking people out of their life that really haven't been good towards you and good towards them here. But they want to make this your choice here. You brought so much blessings to them. I'm seeing good luck happen for you in terms of work here and money. So you might have more choice. We got 9 and 6 here. Lessons learned. You've learned a lot from this situation. They may not have learned their lessons from how they treat people in relationships and their self-worth here. But those might be some numbers that you may be continually seeing here of them thinking of you. But once they decide, they'll take swift action, and they're going to be very sure what they want. They know they can't play games with you anymore. The separation has really woken them up. Like right when they even cut you off, they regretted it. But their ego and embarrassment about the situation and guilt from other things kept them not reaching out here. But I do feel like there's going to be renewed perspectives in the next few months, next few days and weeks almost. So listen to your gut here. Listen to your dreams as well. I feel like you're connected that way, but this is someone who's very lighthearted, and you have a lot of passion, and you share this kind of childlike innocence, wonder, and curiosity, which is not easy to find in relationships. I feel like for you especially, and for them, things have been very serious, but you kind of riff off each other. So that's what they miss the most of you as well, I'm hearing. They want to get you flowers, but they want to make sure they're the ones you want. They don't want to be generic about it. So they want to be very thoughtful about it all, because they know that you deserve that. You're their angel, I'm hearing. Shorting, you're my angel. Hearing that song. Definitely a twin flame energy here. You bring the best out in them, and they have so much to give you because they were in a good place before. You remind them of who they were before. and they want to get back to that and heal because they look up to you because you might have been in the similar place as them and have bigger challenges them in ways in life. But you are so positive and you're making huge strides that even other people in themselves can't keep up with, but it does inspire them a lot here. They look up to you and it's inspiring them to continue and love themselves more and be confident within themselves seeing you, and taking away from people who act childish, walking away from people who act childish and don't give back in return. They took up a lot of time. They took up a lot of their time before, so that's why some of the connection wasn't getting off to like a smooth start here. 12:12 on the clock I'm seeing as well. You're both very creative, and I see you connecting in terms of creating something. You might even go into business with each other. They feel like you have a very strong entrepreneurial mind, and you're very creative, and you can both bounce off ideas with each other here. But right now, they want to get themselves together for you. They want to get things right before they come in. They're pretty hard on themselves, but they need to make the decision of when they're going to come in. They can't feel pressured right now, and they know that's really unfair. So they're sending you a lot of love and protection. But they want to say the right things and not back away and have the false promises that they had before. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give a thumbs up. If you'd like a read, check below for all that information. Check me on TikTok as well. Subscribe. And if you feel called to donate and you're able to help support the channel and me, always appreciate it if you feel called. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Ciao. All right, let's see what's going on here. The violet flame. It's a very intuitive energy. If you want to pause to read, let's get the Astro Dice out here. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, for giving us these messages and protecting the space. All right. So this is a very passionate connection here. Lots of fiery energy. Both could be fire signs. Both kind of get bored easily. There was something that had to do with feeling like you weren't a priority, feeling like you weren't getting attention, and maybe they felt the same way in terms of the type of attention that they wanted. I pulled out a few cards. There was some deception at the beginning, and a lot of mind control games, or like mind games here. And the passion just became really overwhelming, and to this point where it wasn't good passion anymore. It was fighting, aggravating, toxic energy here. Communication was really off. But the back of the deck, I saw the King of Cups. So this energy is someone who really does want to come forward towards you and make the first move to communicate with you. They're very grounded, connected to their heart more. They're seeing your side of the story, but they'd like to communicate and see what you have to say, because they're not sure if what they think is what's actually going on. And they've learned from experience lately that making assumptions has just got them further down the hole of alienation, isolation, and just frustration with people, and not being able to get closer to people and maintain, a lot more longer term bonds or trust people. And trust here. Yeah, there's definitely a strong energy of them wanting to come towards you because they realize they have not expressed their feelings. They've not expressed a lot, but they do have feelings for you, and they don't feel like this connection got off to the right start here. There is a lot of potential. I feel like there's a lot of chemistry. There is a lot of attraction here. You went through a lot of hard times together in a way, so you saw a lot of different sides of this person. But I feel like both of you were kind of overwhelmed at one point, but I see things balancing out. And both of you realizing your limits, communicating your limits here, and starting somewhat slow, but also recognize how much you've been through with each other here. I see this could be a very abundant connection, and they believe that as well. But before, it kind of triggered them feeling like, you know, you were doing so much better than them is how they saw it. So there was a bit of jealousy here. So they were trying to move away from it because your success was highlighting what they could do with their life, because they were at a place where they were successful at one point. Now they kind of want to take it easy with you. They want to go on vacation here. They want to have fun. They don't want it to be too serious the way it was before when you weren't even really in a connection. We have someone else here, honeymoon, someone else. They may have been in a different connection with someone when they left, or they went to someone as a rebound here. Guardian angels really connecting here with this energy and really watching over you here. So you can definitely go to them for guidance within this connection. I feel like you're very psychically connected to this person. Travel is a strong indication here of wanting to travel with you. You may have said something about traveling, and they really want to take you to places maybe that you haven't been before. They just want to take it easy because they feel like overwhelmed. There was someone else became somewhat obsessive, and they started acting like that towards you, the person that they actually truly, at the end of the day, liked. And they started kind of adopting traits and conjuring up their own demons about rejection and abandonment, feeling like you're going to leave them because you are rising and, you know, you're going to switch up on them here. So they decided to switch up on you, pretending that they didn't need you. Their ego was hurt by you a bit as well because of you setting some strong boundaries here. They now realize that you were trying to just set things up for yourself more, and they seem to be in the same boat as you at this point, so they have more of an understanding of the pressure and the focus that needs to happen. So they're watching you from afar. That's definitely happening here. They think that you've moved away from them because they feel like they've wasted a lot of time. They're trying to get to know you better. They've seen you as kind of mysterious here. They feel very compatible with you, but they just want to know more because they feel that flame. They feel that fire for you. They definitely see this as a long-term romantic energy, but they do want to have fun with it as well. There's a lot of energy of honeymoon energy, like honeymoon period, getting to know each other here, freeing yourself. They want to express their life, their love for sure, and talk about their life to you and open up. They know that you can almost read their mind here. They definitely feel like this was worth waiting for, even though things didn't happen as fast as they wanted it to. This was something that they kind of knew in the back of their head. Ooh, that's what really comes out. But blue energy is coming out. They might even want to get engaged to you. This is the honeymoon. They may even propose to you on some type of vacation here. Yeah, the attraction's here. They want to say that you really let them stop to smell the roses here. And they know that they need to make more of an effort. You really fought for this relationship and more loyal. It showed a lot of integrity, and that's something that they really stands out for you, and they want to clear up any kind of deceptions. I don't feel like it's anything too bad here. A lot of it's from the past, and both of you have gone through changes and perspective shifts and life changes here, that a lot of it's bygones be bygones, but there's definitely some trust issues that they know need to be repaired here. They feel like you are strong friends here. You're very optimistic. You're very proactive. You have a solution to things. You don't like to complain too much about things and whine. You have this patience here for them and for situations. It's this calmness about you. You get things started. You really build things. What is this? I feel like this is the ex-lover of theirs. It's this obsession that they have for their former lover here, has this obsession over them still. But yeah, they see you as your twin flame, each other as the twin flame here. And the integrity is real. Because you put those boundaries up, they've respected you a lot. You kind of saw through their, you know, them being pushy. So they do want to apologize and say that they were kind of dealing with a lot of addictions and they want a second chance. They want to be here and now with you because they know this is a fated connection here. You're protected either way. You were giving too much, so be conscious of that and speak up when you can, or just pull your energy back when you feel like you're being, maybe too much is being asked of you here. But I do see a revitalization of that. There just was a lot of interference with someone else here that was very childish and was really insecure, trying to compete with you and just, but someone who's just really in their ego. It wasn't really about the relationship. It was about the attention this person was giving them. And a lusty kind of connection here. And they feel their ego's bruised because they've been left. They definitely want you back, and this other person knows that, and they're extremely jealous about it. They might have said your name during an act or in their sleep here because they have a lot of regret for how it happened and how things are going, but they are working on themselves and putting dedication into their life. They like the conversations they have with you, but they've never experienced such an intense connection before, and you seem really nonchalant about it a bit, so they're kind of like, is this all in my head or what's going on? They're very scared. They're saying we need more time to understand each other. They feel like there was a little bit too much tit for tat at times. Everything but the kitchen sink was being brought up. But a lot of it was their defensiveness here. Yeah, there's this regret, there's this guilt. And they kind of use this as, oh, they're too good, they must be being fake about it. So it's hard because they're like, what did I do to deserve this here? So they're trying to let you go. They didn't realize how hard it was going to be, though. And they're willing to forgive, you know, the situation. But they also feel like they need more space here. And they know that it's not fair to you. But it's this is the process that they need to go through here. They want to take this seriously. They do desire you and see you and feel you very connected in their dreams and in their energy here. When they look at the moon, they think of you, I'm hearing. What else is happening? They see you as a star. You're someone just shines bright, unapologetically. You're outspoken here. You really work towards your goals. You don't need validation from people. You can keep yourself busy, entertained, fulfilled on your own. Sometimes it comes across as to them as you're very self-sufficient and there's nothing that you could really need or want from them here. But it's because they're seeing the connection as transactional. That's how a lot of their relationships were before. So now I see that they're understanding that a little bit, but at the same time there will be some realizations more so about that as you when you reconnect here. I feel like it may take a while for them to come towards you because their feelings are very intense for you. They feel very lost, but they're trying to get on their own feet for themselves so that this relationship doesn't become codependent. But they are also very independent to a fault here because they didn't have a lot of people growing up. They were overlooked. This is someone who has, like, it feels like there was a middle child here. They know that they lied here. They felt like the energy of being distance, physical distance, would make it easier to kind of punk you off here. They've been in denial. about how they felt for you, because they've never felt this way or wanted to do the things that they want to do with you. You know, go on trips, do this, go on this date, and be sincere about it. And they want to bring attention to you, but everything is kind of upside down right now. They've learned a lot from you and they do miss you, but right now they need a lot of space. They've kept their head down into work here, but there is this regret and this anxiety about it as well. But the way that they're dealing with it is very avoidant right now, because they can't be that busy. I do see them coming in though. I feel like they're just really in their head with things, and they just kind of delay here. A lot of it needs to be worked out by just talking with each other and connecting with the energy in the physical. They're trying to dig up dirt, not to like get back at you, but to kind of appeal to you when they come back, because they're not sure how to approach you. So they want to know what they can about you before they come, so they have more of a chance of you being receptive. But they know a lot of time has passed, so time is of the essence here. But they keep on delaying it. There's been text messages that have been sent and then unsent kind of energy here. They're clearing out a lot of karma and a lot of people in their life that get in the way of you. They're getting their confidence back, and that's going to lead them towards you now, because you are in your confidence era. And it took them a little bit longer, but they had a lot of people around them kind of enabling toxic habits, and because they really didn't know who they were, or they felt ashamed of who they were, it was hard for them to get away from people they'd known for so long. They didn't know a lot about you, so they didn't want to take too much of a risk here, and they catastrophized the whole situation. Their friends were not supportive of the connection either, so they felt like it would be a big sacrifice for them to choose you if it was going to cause a big rift with people, their friends and family here. But they've just been really unhappy here. We have roots. You feel like home to them. And they believe that you, like, when they're with you, they feel protected, and they feel there's so much abundance, and they're connected to their heart with you, and you remind them to prioritize themselves and take care of themselves. They are just really, they see and admire the way you take care of yourself and how you put yourself in the world, and you're interested in a lot of different things here. You analyze and think, but you also go towards your goals here, and this is something that they really admire, because they're somewhat similar to that. They definitely know this is unfinished business here. They want to believe in it. They don't fully believe in the connection or believe in themselves though right now. So they're letting things unfold the way that they are right now. They realize they forced things before, and the way they force things, you started putting a mask on when they started forcing things, and they saw that. They felt like you were putting a mask on, or you were backing away with that. And because they weren't really looking at your feelings or what you wanted, and kind of assuming about you, they pushed you away because you felt used here. They wanted to go about this relationship in the way they wanted to, take it really fast at first, because they've had relationships. That's how a lot of their relationships have been in the past. So they were trying the same kind of situation with you, but you stood up for yourself and said, this is what I want, and they felt like you were being controlling here, but they didn't want to compromise. But I'm seeing better luck coming to both of you here. Spirit guides definitely connected to both of you here. There will be justice in this connection, especially with the interference that happened. Someone interfered and lied or deleted messages that you had sent to them, so they don't have a full picture of it and how you feel about them. So they see as realistic and practical, and you're killing your goals. So they're doing the same here, because they want to cooperate. They want to bring that discipline to this situation now and their own life. So I see lucky circumstances too, bringing you together, making things go smoother this time. It's like there was an evil eye or some type of curse on this connection. Some people are jealous, but I think it goes deeper than that. This might be somewhat of a past life connection. But 22, 33, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the numbers here. Let's get one more number. So if you see these numbers, these are numbers connected to the, your person here, that they're thinking of you. And these are the messages that Spirit Guide wants to bring to you. And then we have 3333. So yeah, there is optimism. They do have deep down optimism about this situation. There's a lot of excitement, but there is a lot of worry. And they're kind of like, I don't want the other shoe to drop. You're very similar to them a lot. You worry a lot as well. But I do believe that both of you really ground each other at the same time. And both of you are really healing. So communication could be coming in somewhat close. Let's see. I'm hearing could be, for some of you, March. For some of you, July, depending on what you're watching, very soon. We have February here. And we have June. So those are the dates to watch out for. I'm seeing number 7 being very strong. They could be contacting you in the 7th of any of these months here. So yeah, that's what I'm intuiting here, channeling. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you connected to my energy and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz. I have my information for my readings down below. If you feel called to donate, you enjoyed these reads, always appreciate it. Anything helps. And check out my TikTok. I have a lot of interesting giveaways there and collectives, as well as paid reads with different, more affordable prices there as well. So check that out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.